Blue team has slain the dragon.
Here I decided to go for the invade since we knew Karim was doing Drake. I don't know if that's a good play or not.
Good. This is good. This is good. So usually when you want to invade is when you have prio on the lanes, or when you are sure that the enemy jungler is on the other side. And here you could indeed see that he's doing Drake. So the logic here is good. Decision making good. So this is the timer usually when if you can do herald, you do it, and whether you do the herald depends on whether you have priors, whether your solo lanes are planning to reset right now, or are they staying, can they move towards you? And yeah, this is the question you should be asking yourself here. Can enemy bot lane move to you? Do they want to move to you? And most likely the answer here is you can just start herald, because this guy
say start herald and like prioritize herald rather than the camps now.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
You think prioritizing the herald here instead of the camps?
Instead
so like here, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so there will be times when, let's say, your bot camps are all up and you know that Hecarim is walking in, because let's say you have a ward here and you saw Hecarim walking in and there is herald. In these scenarios you would have a decision to make. Are you gonna drop all these camps in favor of herald, or are you gonna defend them? And that will depend on like, do you have bot lane prior to contest? Do you want to rotate your mid laner there as well? Can you trade these camps like you just did, let's say? And if all these answers are no, like you don't have prior here and here, and you don't have camps to trade, then you just go here and contest the camps. Why? Because, well, partly because you're playing a jungler that is very very resources reliant. Like, you're not playing, let's say, Elise. Elise could say, yeah, fuck these camps, I'm just gonna take herald and then play away from enemy jungler right now. And this herald might bring you more than these 3 camps. That's a hypothetical scenario, right? Right now, you are not losing anything by doing herald and just doing camps afterwards. Or maybe doing herald resetting and then coming to clear from top to bottom.
Okay, makes sense. I really like this build, by the way, the Ravenous Hydra first.
I don't think I have ever seen this build before.
Yeah, it's home cooked.
Okay. Very creative of you. But, we'll get to Graves builds later. I'm not a connoisseur of those.
Okay.
So this whole sequence that just happened with you clearing 2 camps and then moving towards mid is a little unfortunate. Because now you're probably gonna move away from topside jungle, right? You're planning to move here. Your top laner is planning to reset. Enemy top laner is just coming from base, like it's somewhere here, yeah. So he's gonna have prio. Enemy mid laner has prio. Jungler with home guards can come straight to top. He's probably gonna be surprised to see that there are no camps, and then he will look at herald, and herald is up. So with this prio and even just this prio, Hecarim will be able to solo do herald, or he can move. He can ask Timo to help him, and then you will basically lose one of the biggest objectives in early game for nothing. Well, when you could have done it already, and then you could clear. And and your window to do it now is gone. You, like, even if you suddenly realized here, okay, wait, there is herald and I want to contest it, you no longer can. Like, with this rotation of bot, like, okay, the bot lane will have to rotate back to bot, and your bot lane will actually have prior. But if Hecarim decided to do it from base, then he would. Okay.
So is being blocked now a mistake, or is it good? It's good that there's nothing I can do about the herald, right?
Yeah, you can't do anything about the herald, and it's for sure a priority for you now to full clear bot side. And like now that you are done, you can indeed you're probably looking at bot and mid lane and thinking like, okay, what can I do on the map? And that's the right mindset. You should be looking for something. Now, I guess the question for you would be, do you have enough gold after Gromp to just reset and get your Ravenous Hydra?
I don't think so.
So let me check.
I think after Tiamat, Hydra is 2.2, but I might be coping here.
Yeah, it is 2.2. Okay, good. So since you don't have enough gold and bot lane is fighting, yeah, this is only logical to go here and help. And
what if I had enough gold?
I think then it depends. Like you can press B here and still look at bot, and if they are fighting, then why? Like you can still come here and then base. Like it's still okay. It's just if the situation, like if let's say you have enough gold and the situation on bot lane is not super clear, and you don't know whether they have vision here or not. Maybe they have vision in your jungle because they, like, if you remember before this, they rotated towards mid. So yeah. If you would assume that this guy on this rotation towards, like from mid or towards mid, placed wards in your jungle. Well, now he doesn't have wards. Like you literally press tab and check his support item. You could check his support item, and the support item would even tell you how much gold it is left until the quest is done, until he actually gets wards. So like you would check and it would tell you, okay, no wards. So this whole area is clear. And this area is also clear because there was pink ward. So then the ganking, the gank would be more or less secure. If you would assume that they have wards, then you should probably sweep first before you do blue buff and Gromp. And then if it's not warded, then again, the same conclusion. The gank path is probably clear. And you probably have a sweeper, right? No, you don't. You used it a bit before.
Yeah, sweeper is something I spam a little bit too much. I don't use it. I just use it randomly, honestly.
There should be a little. Like we'll look at the scenarios where it would be useful, and then.
Okay, here I missed my cue.
Ah, that's okay.